What's up, y'all? So we're in standard tuning here, and I'm putting the capo on the 6th fret for this song. Now to be clear, I want to say that I believe this song is normally in a half step down without a capo, but I don't like tuning a half step down that often, so kind of get lazy and throw a capo on there. So, capo on the 6th. Chord shapes for this song relative to this capo. You gotta know a G major shape, C add 9 shape, D major shape, D over F sharp, that note up here, 8th fret, E string, and E minor shape. Alright, now let me get into the intro first. So now, standard, if he's doing this in a half step down without a capo, he's just going to be doing the octaves. You'll be hearing that, but with a capo, I'm going to do it like this. So you're going to put your middle finger on the 9th fret on the E string, and then you're going to have your ring finger on the 8th fret on the G. And you're going to play these 4. So E, A, D, G. You're going to hammer on from that 8th to the 10th on the G on the way down. So strum them down like that. Okay? I'm going to strum that a couple times on that with that 10th fret. Go back to the 8th fret, and then go back to the 10 and hammer on with your pinky on the 11th fret. And go back to the 10th fret. Just like that. Okay, and that's the intro. You don't even have to really know that part. If you want, you can just be playing the verse chords for that. Just G to C back to G, if you want to be doing that instead of that intro. But if you want to learn it, that's it. Now let's get into the verse. Once the first part starts singing, now it's going to be the chords G, C add 9, and D major are those chords for the verse. And it's alternated between D and that C add 9. G and the C add 9. So do that, I believe, 3 times technically. You're gonna hold the G in the beginning, and then it's gonna go to that D. So it's gonna sound like this. And I always like to hammer on the notes on the, for example, for the 8th fret on the A string, hammer on that little note. And then when I go to C add 9, I also add the hammer on the 8th fret on the D. Just think it sounds better. So anyways, so start with this G, C add 9, back to G, C add 9, G, D major. Do it again. You can hear he kind of does the, he kind of has the C add 9 a little bit longer on the second time around before he goes back to that G and then into the D. But listen for that, play along with it, you'll hear that. But the chords are just going to be G, C add 9, G, C add 9, G, D. Okay, and after that we're going to go into the chorus of the song. The chorus is going to be C add 9 to G 3 times, D major. Okay. You can do that twice, and after the second time, you're going to go to E minor, D over F sharp, C add 9 on the end. Okay, so let's start with this chorus here. So it's C add 9, to G major, C add 9, G major, C add 9, G major, G. Do it again. Comes that E minor, D over F sharp, C add 9. You can can add your pinky to the 11th fret if you're feeling like it on the E. So. But C9 works just fine. Alright, so then after the first chorus ends, you're going to go back another little intro for one measure. Then go back in the second verse, same as the first verse. And it's the same as I showed you. Second chorus is also the exact same as I showed you. And then after the second chorus, you're going to go into the bridge. Now the instrumental part, solo part, it's just going to be G to C at 9. And you're going to do it twice, but it's going to sound like this. And you end on a G. So it's G, C at 9, G. Hold the G, C at 9, G. So again, after that second chorus, sounds like this for the bridge. Okay, then it goes into the last chorus. Same as the first and second chorus, no chord changes there. The only difference is you're going to play that E minor, D over F sharp, and C at 9 tag. You're going to play it twice at the end of the very last chorus. You'll hear it. He repeats it twice. And then after that, it's going to actually end with the instrumental bridge with that G to C at 9. And it's going to end with that. So just work on a little intro if you want to, but that part's optional. Don't stress it too much if you guys are having trouble with it. Just get the chords down. You'll be able to learn this song pretty quick with some practice. So have some fun with it, y'all.